Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Pittsburgh Steelers. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Over! Gun! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to run, and the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether it's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Guys man complete over the middle. It's Bell. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Back to throw, Rudolph. Open man right side of Smith-Schuster complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Rudolph throwing on 2nd down. This will be caught by Brown. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Tyler Lockett now with the return. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. They'll set up to throw. forced out to his left. Looking for Shepard deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Now a first down carry by Bell. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now Rudolph. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Block it, the return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. A first update now from Cleveland. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Javon Hargrave with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 9 yards on the gain there, so he got half of it back, and it'll be third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now the first carry for a former Pitt Panther, LaShawn McCoy. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And now out come the Steelers. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They go play action here on first down. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Rudolph. He's going to float this one deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll pitch it out to Bell. And an alley to run. Bell sheds him off. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, 81 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. As an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there, so take this up to about the 37. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
All right, here we go. Blue landed.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Only 2 yards on the completion at 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14. He'll look to throw. And a loose football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
On the counter, here's Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Leopard! Leopard! Everyone's got 4 down.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On 1st and 10, Rudolph. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Vance McDonald, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. Boswell good with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? They'll look to throw here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one. Extra point put through by Boswell. And a route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now come the Seahawks. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Check 50. Check 50.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first one. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now back to throw. And he's going to go down again. Javon Hargrave in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. With it is Brown. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. They'll fake it. Now Rudolph. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Leopard! Gun! 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 Gun!
The give is to Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit!
Play action. It's Rudolph. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A nice gain of 21 yards. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Rudolph. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Rudolph now to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play really nice timing.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. Boswell for the extra point. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Lockett, the return. Able to push his way through. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they'll run it here. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Second quarter in Cleveland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out.
Leopard! Here we go now. 3-19!
The second half starts with a carry by Bell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And credit the tackle to Cliff Averill.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
No. Check. Patriot! All right, here we go. Blue 90!
Here's Rudolph now on second down. Goes underneath for Bell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
Rudolph looking to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's first and 10.
Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They'll go again with Bell. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Now it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on third down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And the Steelers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. A give to Bell. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Back to throw now on first down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now let's go!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's McCoy. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31.
Hey, we got three. Three down. Hot!
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. The Seahawks were the most penalized team in the NFL last year, more than 9 a game, and now they've got 1st and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Artie Burns, the cornerback, brings him down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Seahawks on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
They're going to look to throw. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Gun! Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
He's going to get it running right. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal.
Now let's go. 3-19. No. Check. 3-19.
They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 1. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Adam Shaheen, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. Janikowski good with the extra point. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Out to kick is Janikowski. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Hey. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. Throw left side complete. That's Washington. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. Elsewhere, they have gone to the 3rd quarter now in Dallas. And that one's pretty well wrapped up as the Giants have grown their lead even further. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Desmond Bryant, the one to get him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Rudolph. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
No. Check. Patriot.
After the penalty, it's McCoy. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want a big tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And he's got some space here. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Detroit, set.
On second down, it's McCoy. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Clean.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Out left to Shaheen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And Janikowski bangs it through, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that... a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right?
Yes,
as the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
Detroit!
That was
Detroit!
Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Ah, yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
We got it!
Again, it's Bell. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
This is Bell. Got some real estate inside the 30, and he'll be taken down at the 26. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. A first run for the backup Abdullah. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for Pittsburgh, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.